bring your feet hip distance and bring your hands all the way up to your face. Push your hands away and breathe out. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, land. Think about connecting your feet into the ground and let your breath lengthen. Just bring ourselves into that sense of calm. Inhale, push away. Good. So find your feet on the floor. Feel really connected to the earth. Couple more. Push. Lovely. Let's see those shoulders drop. And again. Push away. Draw in and land. So bring your hands above your head. Drop your shoulders, bend the knees and swing forwards. Pilates swings. Nothing too technical. Just let the shoulders go. Let the hands come up behind you and breathe out as you do so. Let go. Let go of the tension in your breath, your body. Release. 2 more of those. 1 more. And then this time, as you lift, raise your knee. That's the biggest challenge you'll do this morning. Not. Try the other side. Raise the other knee. Good. Perfect. So how's your balance been over the summer? Have you been practicing? You've been doing your homework? Of course you have. Perfect. Give me another one of those. Each side. Drop and lift. And then the other side. Good. Take your legs wide. Big circle forward and bring your hands in towards your hip and then push one side and then the other. Big circle. Bring your hands in, push. Now give me another big circle there so we can change sides. Bring the hands into your hip, push, big circle. Bring your hand into your hip, press, big circle. Bring the hand in, press away, tightly block and circle all the way round. Push, reach, draw in. Now step your feet in, hands above you, bend your knees, and once again, Pilates swings. Breathe in and exhale. Can your hands brush the floor? Now this time, raise your knee. Take your time, lift your knee. Yes, I love that, good. Drop, and the other side, lift the knee. Let the breath go, and lift the knee. Take your legs wide, big circle, forward. Bring the hands into the hip, push, and circle. Good, bring the hands in, press. That's it, float forward, soft hands, soft wrists, press, circle. Add in your breath. Feel your breath in the moves. And feel that flow in your body. Waking up your waist, your legs, thighs, ankles. Step your feet in, lift your arms, Pilates swings. Nice and soft. Deep, deep knee bend so you can bring your hands closer to the floor. Add in the knee lift. Take your time, fix your eye gaze and drop. Other side, fix your eye gaze and lift. Let's do one more. Lift the other side. Let's change the move. Take your legs wide and swing and wrap. So bend your knee, shift your weight onto that thigh and wrap your arms around your waist. Good. Swing and wrap. Again, a lovely way to relax your shoulders. Beautiful way to warm your waist and to strengthen your legs. Let's add on. 1, 2, now pull back. Wrap, 1, 2, pull back. So you're using your hands to stretch across your chest. Use your elbow to open up your chest. Wrap and draw. And if you're feeling really mobile, start to add in a lean. So the elbow comes down towards your thigh. Pull back, open up the waist. Good. And as always, add in your breath. Letting go, opening up. Beautiful. One last one. Feeling calmer, more in tune with your body. Step your feet in hip distance and play about on your toes. You can use the wall or a chair or anything that's around you. Just climb up onto your toes. I don't know about you, but my feet pay a big price for all the things that I do in life. Walking, running, jumping. No, I don't jump. I've jumped for years. But I certainly feel it in my feet. So give your feet a bit of a massage. Work through your feet. And then this time, lengthen your arms. Link your fingers and stretch. Open the arms, bend the knees. Take this leg and wrap it around the other leg. Foot on the floor or foot in the air. See if you can bring your big toe around your calf. You know what we're doing, Barbara, well done. Take this hand underneath to your elbow, to your forearm or to your palm and look up. So push your bottom down and lift your arms up, eagle pose. And then take the hands forward. Feel that across your upper back. Feel the stretch. How far forward can you go? Stay with that stretch, hold that stretch, broaden your shoulder blades, and then take the foot behind, same arm above you. Good, so you feel as if you're between two sheets of glass and the bottom hand looks towards the floor. Lower the bottom hand as you lift the back leg. And see how far you can take this. Top arm to the sky, directly above that lower hand, palms facing the same direction and hips, and then lower. Good. Climb up again onto your toes. Link your fingers, take it into a full body stretch, play with your feet, and then release. Take the leg to the side. Wrap it round your supporting leg on the floor or behind you. Then this hand forward and the other hand underneath. Elbow, forearm or palm. Look up. Good, sink your bottom down, feel that stretch through your spine and then bring the hands forward and feel it across your upper back. Reaching further forward, rounding the spine, holding. Perfect. Good, nicely done. Release, take the foot behind and the same hand into the air. Bottom hand towards the floor. Feel as if you're between two sheets of glass, so your hips face that direction. Lower the bottom hand and lift the back leg. The top arm to the sky, the bottom hand towards the floor. Hold for a few seconds. and then land your feet. Good. Reach to the sky, link your fingers, and once again stretch your body. Good. Open. Pin the shoulder blades back, lift the front knee and bring your hands forward. Hold your balance. Drag the foot across the floor, take your hands with you, tip forward and look at the floor. Land the foot and work on the other side. Lift the other knee, hold. Breathe in and slowly sweep back. Look at the floor, lift your back leg and land. Can we do that again? Alternate the legs, front leg or right leg. Reach back, roll your shoulders back and look at the floor. Land and try that on the other side. Lift the knee, hold and sweep. Roll your shoulders back, lift the back leg, pause. So we're going to do it one more time and add on. Lift the knee, breathe in. Breathe out, take the leg behind, tip forward, lift the back leg higher. And then come up to standing, keeping that foot off the floor, arms to the side to help you balance, and take the knee to the side. Foot on the floor or foot on your calf and bring your hands in. Look down at the top of your fingers, elbows out to the side, engage your pecs, squeeze your shoulder blades down and back and release. Let's do that on the other side. Lift the knee, breathe in, take the leg back, take the arms back, lift it high, pause. Good, now very slowly start to come upright. Arms to the sides, try to keep the knee off the floor, the foot off the floor, and then turn the knee out, pressing the foot onto the floor or onto your calf and bringing your hands in front of your heart. Holding like that for a few seconds, challenging your balance in quiet contemplation. Excellent. Release your feet, release your arms, and roll your shoulders up, back and down. Find 4 parts to that move. Up, back, down, and release. Good. And what do you notice about your shoulders? What do you notice across the front of your chest? Is there tension there? Something that you can let go of? Something that you can release? What are you holding on to? What's holding on to you? So leave your shoulders down. Leave your chest open. Notice where your hands rest. Brace your core. Soften your knees and plant your feet. Bring both hands forward, really soft in the wrists. And take one arm up and one arm back. Center and open. Toy soldier, one of the fundamental principles of Pilates, all combined in this move. Flow. Gentle flow. Centering. Draw your attention to your deep abdominal. Third principle, concentrate. Concentrate on centering, on flow, releasing. If you feel comfortable, add in your opposite knee, hold for a few seconds, reach for a few seconds, land. Let's give you a side profile. Lift the knee in line with the hip, hold and land. Lift the knee, open the chest and land. Taking your time. Challenge yourself once again by closing your eyes, even if it's just at the top of the move. Let your feet find your balance. Trust your body. Your feet connected to the floor. Well done. Good work. Holding for a few seconds and releasing. That looks exquisite. One more each side, raising your knee and opposite hand, opening your chest, and then doing that on the other side. Good. Well done. Let's lift the knee, open to the side, pause for a few seconds, and then bring the knee forward and lower. Open to the side, pause.
Sorry, Adele.
That's all right.
I'm just having to take some tables upstairs that we've worn.
Okay, no problem, lovely.
On the back side.
And then the other side. Good, well done. So land your foot, roll your shoulders, and come to the back of your mat, or come to the side of your mat. So if you're in the middle of the room, face into the centre, and climb up onto your toes and reach. Bring your hands to the front of your thighs and lower, all the way down. Let your arms go. Look along the length of your mat and walk forward, hands underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers so your middle finger is forward, and then drop to your knees. Push your bottom back and breathe out. Fingers forward, bum back. Inhale, come up onto your hands and knees. Curl your toes, pick up your knees, hold it there for a few seconds. Little bottom down, Louise. Yay! Knees down and push your bottom back. Breathe out. So you're looking for that lovely diagonal line. Shoulders over hands. Curl the toes. Lift the knees without lifting. That's perfect. Good. Really grow through your shoulders. Knees down. Bum presses back. It's great shoulder strength. It's fantastic upper back strength. But also it's good for working the neck muscles without dropping your head. Keep your head up, ears in line with shoulders, holding it, and then releasing it. Could you do 3 more? You look powerful this morning. Let's try 3 more. Good, well done. Excellent. That's really good. So your eye gaze will help your posture. If your eye gaze shifts forward, way in front of your hands, then that will help you to maintain good posture. So if you're looking down at your fingers, you know that your bottom's probably a little high. So hold it, last one, and then release. Do what you need to do for your wrists. Release your wrists, both directions. So we're going to make it a little more intense. Going to add in the abdominals. Coming up onto your hands and knees, bracing your core. There's a reason I'm wearing a nice baggy t-shirt on the first day back at class. You don't need to know why. It's got a lot to do with cakes. Hand out to the side, fingers on the floor, and bring that hand in. That's easy. Other hand, fingers onto the floor, out to the side, bring the hand in. And all I want you to do is sit back. That's easy. Let's do it again. Climb up onto your hands and knees, tighten your tummy. Take one hand to the side and return. Take the other hand to the side and return. Now push your bum back, let your breath go. This is when we start to make it a little more challenging. Up onto your hands and knees, front arm, back leg, out to the side. If you feel comfortable, straight arm, straight leg, lift. Keep your body still, challenge your core. Hand, and knee comes back. Other side, opposite arm and leg. Raise the arm and leg, hold. Now bring the hand and knee to the floor and press back. Level 1, just your arm. Out to the side, fingers on the floor to help you steady. Level 2, opposite leg. Lift and hold the posture, out to the side with the fingers, out to the diagonal with the leg, hold it, engage the upper back, engage the glutes. Other side before you rest. Opposite arm, opposite leg, keep your spine still, remember your neck, and then rest. So remember that really wonderful tool that helps us, the leaky water bottle. Maybe you feel confident enough, she says, really nervous, putting that, I'm very impressed, Katie. Opposite arm and leg. Do not giggle whilst you do this, it will crash. Yay! Try the other side. The transition is always tricky. Hold it for a few seconds. Good, now you can remove the water bottle to sit back. Let's do 2 more of those. There's a lot going on for your body. Neck strengthening, shoulder strengthening, upper back strengthening, core strengthening, and of course we've got the glutes. Try that on the other side, arm and opposite leg. And then sit back, rest and recover. Rotate the wrists, both directions. And here I am going to make this harder still. So watch before you try. I'm going onto my knees. From my knees, I'm going to curl my toes and lift my knees, keeping my bum down, taking just the arm out to the side, and the fingers connect with the floor, they don't lift. Hand underneath you. Other side, fingers on the floor, underneath you, and then sit back. So don't lift the arm. Well done, Teresa. Hands and knees. Curl the toes, lift the knees. One hand out to the side, fingers connect with the floor, be safe. Other side, fingers connect to the floor, hands under shoulders, knees down, bum back. Let's do 3 more. We're in the mood. We're in the mood for 3 more. Hands under shoulders, lift your knees, front hand, fingers on the floor, hand underneath you. Other side, hand underneath you. Knees down, push back, breathe out. Take it slow. Inhale, climb up. Exhale, lift the knees. Pause, breath in. Exhale, hand out. Return. Exhale, hand out. Return, knees down, bum back, release. One last one. Climb up, hands and knees. Curl your toes. Lift your knees. Pause, little bottoms down. Hands to the side. Hand underneath you. Hand to the side. Hand underneath you. That's incredible. Well done. Rotate the wrists, recover through the wrists, and take your hands forward as far as you can and push your bottom back towards your heels. Good, reach the fingers forward and the bum back. Then take your hands to the edge of your mat. Both hands to one edge and push your bottom away from your hands. That makes sense? Push your bum away. Come into the centre and go over to the other side. Good. So that was great core work. It's also great arm and shoulder work. Let's just change the loads now. I'm going to put my water bottle out in front, hands underneath my shoulder. Brace your tummy, bend your elbows, and bring your elbows into your waist. Push up and press back. So I would call that a level 2. I'm straight into a level 2. Elbows into waist. Keep them tucked in. Keep your bum in the air this time. You're so counter, Adele. You can't make your mind up about your bum. Your bum stays in line with your shoulders. So it's not a yoga move. It's not down dog or up dog. You're keeping your bum in the air. Brilliant. To keep the load in your arms. An easier version of this, or a more gentle version, is to do this. Hands and knees, elbows drop down. Climb up and press back. Okay, so let me show you that again. Up onto your hands and knees. Rather than going forward, just press your elbows towards the floor and then press back into the pose of a child. The harder version, as we started, bum in line with shoulders, holding the weight in the back of your arms and pressing back. So whichever level you've chosen, 5 more. Good, well done Beverly. Elbows into waist, push your bottom back, arms forward. Climb up, elbows into waist, push up and press back. Take your time, push up and press back. Keep that lovely flow and breath going. One last one. So rest, hands go forward, take your time, rotate your wrists. Make sure that joint is nice and comfortable. Hands forward, bum back, and take the knees wider so that you've got space between your thighs for your chest, and feel that inner thigh stretch. Then take your hand, both hands, to one side of the mat. Push your bottom away. Come into the center and over to the other side. Great work. Just rest there, toes together, knees wide. That's a fantastic stretch. Good work.